In other egregious news, Tyler Perry went up there and made a speech. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to play the speech, but Tyler Perry went up there and made a speech about how he was walking to the beach. He was walking on the beach with his son,
Mm-hmm.
and his son said, "Pop, pop, look, our." Yeah, I heard the speech. I'm not going to say what he said, but Tyler Perry went up there and told a bunch of lies like he likes to do.
Okay.
And Tyler Perry, I'm gonna say, thanked air quotes
Mm-hmm.
women for supporting him and spoke
Mm-hmm.
about how much they support him and how they're gonna make his next new project, um, you know, do well and be successful. And he went up there and gave a sermon like he likes to do now. Um, he said a lot of bullshit, and you had thoughts.
Oh, I thought you had thoughts mostly. My only thought was, hmm. Well, I thought about the fact that, yes, Tyler Perry is someone who portrays black women, who tends to portray black women, I should say, not every time, all the time, but he tends to portray black women in not the best light. So I just kind of thought it was funny and ironic that he got up there and he talked about how, black women support him, and how, they've made these shows and these movies that he's done so successful. And he has his show that just released on BET, Divorced Sisters, that he knows black women are also going to make that one go up the way the others have. And he was thankful. I mean, I believe him and the gratitude that he was expressing. I guess if you know that black women are your biggest supporters, um, why is it that they always get portrayed the way they do? I think Sisters is probably, I've seen a few episodes of Sisters. I haven't watched the whole series. Um, but I think that's one of the few spaces where he does uplift black women, and they're not as deeply flawed as a lot of his previous characters have been. Like, it's a lot more well-rounded because it's a group of women, I guess, so it's easier to portray them in different ways. I don't think there's anything wrong with creating stories around dark things that are dark, or struggles that people have. I think that's honest. I think that's real. I think that, every black woman is not the cookie cutter mom and wife and daughter and sister. So as we often say, we are not a monolith. So there's not one way to portray black women. But I do wonder if he sees if he sees if he sees how impactful he is to black women, why not share more stories of, like, triumph? I guess is the
Especially
question.
especially when the focus of your speech was that they're trying to erase black history and culture.
Right. So, like, triumph and positivity and just like living like very normal, happy lives that exists too. I feel like, and maybe it's just like what the stories he wants to tell, right? Like, even when we talked about Jordan Peele recently, and we were talking about how he has a certain genre, or a certain there's specific types of stories he likes to tell, right? And I think as a creator, you have, or as a creative, you have the opportunity to create the stories you want to create. I don't think we should tell you what stories you should create. Show us what you want to show us, right? Write what you want to write. But in the same vein, sometimes that can be frustrating as a consumer, and as someone who wants to see more of us in their content. Like, it's okay to, that's why I said this is not a Tyler Perry production, but that's why I said I encourage people to go watch Forever, because I feel like it showed like a really normal Black family, like normal in the sense of what societal norms are, right? Like, they weren't, well, the family of the boy in the show, they weren't struggling. They were they portrayed the dad. The dad was an artist. That's a lie. The dad was a chef. The dad was a chef, but not a typical profession that you would see a Black man in on television or
Right.
in film. The mom, I forget what the mom did, but they were a well-to-do family. Like, it just portrayed something positive. It portrayed that they were successful, that their children were happy and well adjusted, like, which does exist.
Yes.
So I think it's just about making the stories more well-rounded, not necessarily getting rid of the type of stories Tyler Perry tells, but also giving us something else. And y'all could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong to say these things, because I do not watch Sisters regularly, but I know people who do, and I've seen a few episodes, and it seems like that's probably the closest thing to what I'm saying that he's done. But like, a lot of his stuff is like acrimony and
Yeah. I mean, saying that they're erasing Black history while saying you're going to put out another Broken Woman movie. And also, while we know that a new Medea trailer just dropped, it's like,
Medea's on vacation or something like that, or Medea's,
who knows? Who cares?
yeah, what it is.
Whatever. It's like, the point is, you don't make anything contentially, as you would say. Contentially, you don't make anything that is showing us in a positive light or helping with the Black history that they're trying to erase. Visually. Now, we know you paid people and did these things behind the scenes, and that's lovely. But everything in your filmography is putting people down and doing clown ignorant shit. For you to go up there and speak about the fake sun on the beach moment and say that we got to continue to walk on the beach and put our footprints in the sand because, they're trying to erase our history. It's like, fam, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Then do some of the shit you're saying. Go make a positive film. Go make a film where there's like an African queen, or just a positive woman film. Not, hey, guess what? Y'all also gonna make another broken woman film be number one. Thanks, ladies.
Right. I just hate that that's kind of a genre,
It's his genre.
Right, but I
That's
just
what
hate
makes
that
it even
that's
worse.
kind of.
I agree, it shouldn't be a genre, but not only that, it's the number one thing he does.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my two cents. That's my 2 cents.
I appreciate that. I think you make valid points as well.
I'm just adding to what you said.
Yeah.